But yeah, man, we are in a state of we are in a state right now of I don't even know at times. To listen to the crying, the moaning, the complaining every time it's something, it's racism. And I'm not going to sit here and deny that racism exists or doesn't exist. Of course it exists. We all know racism exists. We also know that in the world of racism, when it comes to professional sports, I think we all gather that there's a lot of trolls out there. There's a lot of bots and there are a lot of assholes. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to hope and pray and give the benefit of the doubt that these aren't Caitlin Clark fans, that these are trolls and assholes. That's what I'm going to do because that's what I choose to do. The same way, actually, unfortunately, the fact that I can get on this podcast, be be on previous podcasts with other people, and receive nothing but and experience some nasty ass statements from a lot of people. I know for sure that I have been targeted. I know for sure that I have been attacked. I know for sure that I have been the person who's been gone after by a contingent of fans, Angel Reese fans, anti Caitlin Clark fans, who have verbally disrespected me, verbally threatened me, made videos about me, threatened my family, threatened my kids. These aren't, but so I have been threatened. I have been verbally. If you've been on any of my videos, you've seen the comments made. You've seen the videos made about me. Heck, some of y'all know about the videos about me before I know about the videos about me. And the large reason you know about it before me is because largely I don't even give a shit. I've never cared. Do I model for Gentle Giant album cover? No, I did not. I don't even know what that is. And if I did, they owe me some money. But I don't. We're in a situation now where I have gotten dragged by people, absolutely dragged. I've experienced nastiness, and the fact remains is that I have lived it over and over and over again. I am not a public figure comparatively to Caitlin Clark or Alyssa Thomas or Angel Reese or Paige Beckers or any professional athlete. I'm not. You're not. Most of us are not. So when I watch guys like Emmanuel Acho say the things that he had to say, when I watch guys like people like Chene Ogumake say the shit that she's had to say, and then I get to listen to Alyssa Thomas basically play the role of a victim for something that she actually did. It is unreal. And then get to listen to the head coach of the Indiana Fever literally the Indiana Fever literally defend Alyssa Thomas and condemn people who she claims are not even Caitlin Clark fans. But then at the same time makes them sound like they're Caitlin Clark fans. Because she said, I believe these are online trolls. So why the hell do you care? If you believe they're online trolls, why are you even commenting on it? The fact remains is that I know that the people that are on my shit are not online trolls because I've dealt with them individually. I've had interactions with these individuals. I've had interactions with these individuals. I've had people call me out my name live on podcasts, verbally, in comments, over and over and over again. Emmanuel Acho jumps on today and had to be basically told by LeSean McCoy, guess what? Deal with it. Don't be so goddamn soft. Now, I heard the voicemail that he played. Do you really think that's a Caitlin Clark fan? Like, seriously, do you really think that's a Caitlin Clark fan? Or just a random ass racist piece of shit? It's a random ass racist piece of shit. No one should receive phone calls like that. And I would tell you this, if your phone number is that easily accessible, Acho, you might want to get another one. Because that's wild. And that was disgusting. And I heard the voicemail. I heard it. I watched his entire show. I didn't watch clips. I watched the entire thing. He wants to draw more sympathy. He wants people to watch his show. He wants the clicks. He wants the likes. He wants the follows. Because Emmanuel Acho has always been a guy who's been on the opposite side of the black perspective until recently. He was a Whitlock guy. He is a Marcellus Wiley guy. I love Marcellus Wiley, by the way. But he is a descendant of the Jason Whitlock side. Do you think people forget that? So now what does he do? He attaches himself to people that he knows are not on that side, like LeSean McCoy. LeSean McCoy had to give him a lesson. It's the internet. You don't have to respond. You don't have to respond. Courtney Williams said it. Guess what? The internet ain't real. Block. 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 Hell, me calling Dejanay Carrington a dirtbag got her to block me. That's all it took. I never threatened violence on her. I call her a dirtbag. That's all it took. That's all it took. So if Emmanuel Acho is a Whitlock descendant, what do you think he's doing now? He is trying to gain favor in a community that he had abandoned. I listened to those four dudes. The one dude who seems like I don't know who the moderator is. He seems like the light-skinned black dude might be the moderator. Then there's some Chinese, Asian-looking black dude on the right-hand side who, my God, he sounds like a fucking simp. And then you got LeSean McCoy who's saying, you're a professional athlete. Do you know the shit that I've had to listen to? You're a professional athlete. You know what they tell men in pro sports who deal with this stuff? Suck it the fuck up. Deal with it. Deal with it. It's part of the damn game. It's part of the game. You're making over $1 million a year. You should not be the one managing your social media. You are making over $1 million a year. You should have somebody else managing your social media if you're that goddamn sensitive. But Emmanuel Acho said he got called the N-word more times in 24 hours than he's been called in 24 years. Really? I highly doubt that. I'm sure he's heard and used the N-word so many damn times in the past 7 days himself. Bro, I can go through. I saw X comments from people who are anti-Caitlin Clark fans who wish that Alyssa Thomas had exerted more pressure onto Caitlin Clark's throat to kill her. What the hell are you talking about? Are you going to submit those comments to the WNBA? Caitlin Clark is the only player, or one of two players that we know of, who have actually had real stalkers. Stalkers. And the one that was stalking Caitlin Clark is in prison. No one's stalking Alyssa Thomas. No one's looking for Alyssa Thomas. Oh, she's mad because Kathy Engelbert didn't get back to her fast enough. In what world does the commissioner of the sport reply to players? You're not on the damn executive board. You're not even you're not a member of you're a member of it, but you're not involved in the WNBPA. I never heard your name in the WNBPA conversation. You're a dirty ass player who has a history of doing dirty ass shit to everybody. So I don't think it's racist that you attack Caitlin Clark. I think you're just jealous as fuck. And I think you're just messed up in the brain that you think that you have to physically batter people to play a sport, to play basketball, which now all of a sudden is become a very physical sport. Nah, basketball's physical. Basketball's physical. Basketball's physical. I have no idea what Tip Hayes said, actually. If you have it, please feel free to copy and paste it and put it in the comments, because I have no idea what she said. But I am so tired. I'm tired of it. She's tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you. For this league to be so fucking inclusive and all about, women's uplifting of women, man, there is a group of women that just hates another woman because that woman happens to be a white girl who's busting their ass on a basketball court. Paige Beckers and Olivia Miles go head-to-head talking shit to each other. Olivia Miles might be one of the biggest trash talkers, 18 games in her WNBA career right now. And nobody says a word. They call it competitive fire. Spirit. Really? Caitlin Clark does this and gets a fucking technical foul from the same referee who watched Olivia Miles' competitive spirit and fire. Enough already. Emmanuel Acho, you want to go on your podcast for 30 minutes and cry? Bruh. And cry? Imagine what that young woman for the last 2.5 years has had to deal with, from the names she's been called to the threats she's received, the physical battery she's had to deal with on a basketball court, which we haven't seen in basketball, in 20 years. I've watched enough WNBA basketball. I know what goes on. I know what goes on. I know what doesn't go on. I know what happens. I know what doesn't happen. It's funny how we use terms like instigating. This is not instigating. But when I'm talking shit back and forth to you, I'm fucking instigating. 4 claps is not instigating. So cut this shit. Because if you think that's instigating, you've never been to a damn fucking game of LA Fitness at the random park. Get the fuck out of here. If you think clapping 4 times is instigating a fight, you should go to a park. Go watch what happens when 5 dudes get on a basketball court. Because they'll do that shit over and over again. And a fight never happens. Yeah. It's like you pick and choose which is instigating and what's not instigating. If you think Caitlin Clark was instigating a fight, then you don't have much brains. No offense. You don't have much brains. What was she clapping at? She's clapping at the fact her damn teammate has her motherfucking back. Because none of them bitches have had her back in 2.5 years besides Sophie Cunningham. Notice how Alyssa Thomas didn't want no fucking smoke when googly-eyed Maisha Hines-Allen got in her goddamn face. She didn't want the smoke no more. I've read ridiculous comments that because Alyssa Thomas has shoulder issues, she has to put her fist down on people to gain stability. Are you serious? I don't know about y'all, but I can tell you this. I don't get better stability using my fists over the palms of my hands. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know. Have you done a push-up on your knuckles? If you've done a push-up on your knuckles, you do not have the same stability on your knuckles as you do on the palms of your motherfucking hands. So this disabled basketball player needs to put her knuckles into somebody to get up. Really? How about when she fucking clotheslined Angel Reese and had Angel Reese parallel to the ground? I put the video on that. I literally used the clip. I showed it to people. Alyssa Thomas should have been suspended for 10 games on that one. Real talk. She should have been suspended for 10 games on that one. 10. That was worse than the shit she did to Caitlin Clark. And maybe I was a little bit too emotional when that happened. Because I never really saw what actually happened. I just saw a clip and I really didn't pay attention to it because I'm not a fan of Angel Reese. I'm like, oh, apparently Angel Reese is catching some of the treatment that Caitlin Clark's been catching. It doesn't feel too good now, does it? But when I go back and I watch that video, I'm like, oh my God, that girl was parallel to the ground. She was like this. She could have really badly hurt herself. And they didn't do a damn thing. Didn't do a damn thing when she got ejected. That foul is one of the dirtier fouls that I've seen in 20 years. In 20 years of NBA and WNBA and college basketball. I didn't realize how dirty that shit really was. She's in the air. She puts her left arm around her throat and then just yanks her ass down. At one point, Angel Reese was like this in the air and landed square on her back. Don't know if she hit her head or not, but that happened, and the WNBA did nothing. At least they called the foul. Because if they had called the foul against Alyssa Thomas on Caitlin Clark, she might have gotten ejected, and then she never would have been suspended.